Same with this. Oi! Yikes. When it comes to drugstore concealers, I think these are some of the best.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we're decluttering. I have like a disgustingly large makeup collection. I've been on YouTube reviewing makeup for 12 years. I've been doing this full time for 7, and I've probably decluttered my entire makeup collection once here on my YouTube channel, and I bought a condo. If you missed my last video. So I've got some major decluttering to do before I move, and today we're focusing in on concealers. I have like, I think about 150 concealers to go through. I'll show you my favorites, ones that I hate, ones to look out for. Let's get into it.
Well, here's the situation. This is what we're working with. Obviously, way too many, so let's do this. So right off the bat, these are a few favorites. This is probably my most used concealer of the year, the Haus Labs concealer. I used this one a ton last year. I love it for my under eyes and for spot concealing. This is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet, and then the Tarte C Power Flex. I've been using this lately and really liking it, and then I also quite like the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer, so these are all going to stay. And then these are two correctors that I really like. I have to say, like, there's not a lot of correctors that I feel like I love for my skin tone, but these are both really great. This is the NARS Brightener Light Reflecting Eye Brightener in Impossible Dream. They just have a really good shade to them. They're like warm but not completely orange or peach. And then this is the Fenty Beauty Corrector in Deep Melon. These are a few that I know I can get rid of. I actually really like this Essence Camouflage. I don't know if it still exists, but I really liked it for spot concealing. These I don't really remember how I felt about them, but they're old, so bye-bye. Let's see what's in here. These look like a bunch of correctors, I think, for the most part. This is an old Maybelline Superstay. This is like old, like I said, so you're done. Oh, I have another one of these. Peach 09. I'll keep that. This is such an old Dior corrector. I did like this, but I probably have had this for like 7 years, so time to go. Back when I was on Dior's PR. Not anymore. I do like this NARS Radiant Creamy corrector, so I'll keep that. This e.l.f. pen I never reach for. This Dior is also a really old luminizer, so they'll both go. I'm gonna get rid of this Lancome corrector as well. I will keep the Becca Smashbox Iconic. This MAC, I think I like that shade. I try not to go so yellow and light on my under eyes lately. Sorry about my lighting. I'm like in the process of moving, so I don't have all my lighting. I will keep both of these. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of the Derma Blend. Ooh, let's talk drugstore concealers. There's a lot of good ones here. When it comes to drugstore concealers, I think these are some of the best. The Rimmel, the L'Oreal, the CoverGirl, and this e.l.f. all came out around that same time of like Shape Tape phenomenon. So they're like a little thicker, a little higher coverage. This e.l.f. is definitely old, so I'm gonna get rid of that. This one from NYX is a little more matte, but I did really like this one for a long time. The Maybelline is good too. I don't have my perfect shade in it, so I'm definitely gonna get rid of the Maybelline. e.l.f. can go, but I will keep these ones. I never heard much about this Quickie Naked Concealer from Urban Decay, but I really like it, and the shade is good for me too, 60NN, so this will stay. I see another one in here. This is the Matte Velvet Skin. As you can tell, I love it. This is in 4.2. It's the shade I use under my eyes, but this is done. Then Clé de Peau sent me a ton of these concealers. These are like freaking $90 each or something. It's insane. So that's what the shade 8 looks like. It's pretty light. And then 5. Also light, more peachy. I don't know that either of these are really great for me. I wouldn't necessarily use them under my eyes, so I'm gonna get rid of them. This Clarins concealer is really old, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Another Clé de Peau. I do like these Ulla Henriksen correctors, so I'll keep that, and I do like the Lancome Tanti Doll Ultra Wear Concealer. I do like these Fenty concealers, but I feel like my perfect shade is somewhere in between of 300 and 330. 300 is definitely a little light, and that's a little dark. So you're both done. This is from Beauty Bakery. Remember them? I'm going to get rid of it. I love this KVD concealer, so I'm going to keep that. Hourglass, I actually don't know how I feel about this. I don't really remember, honestly, but I'll keep it. And Pat McGrath. Oh, I just finished up the foundation pretty much. I love her foundation. This concealer I'll keep. I really didn't play around with it much. Okay, it doesn't feel like we've made any progress, but let's keep going. All my organization stuff is pretty much from Dollarama. So fancy. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this other Derma Blend concealer. This next one I've had forever. I don't even think they make it anymore. Same with this Clinique. I liked this. I remember doing a campaign for it like 100 years ago, but that is the same one that I had. Oh! Time for this to go as well. I'm gonna get rid of this Juvia's Place one. I never really ended up using it. This Dior I will keep. This Dior will go. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of all of these, including the Clinique that just fell. You sealed your fate! I'm gonna keep Clinique, keep Fenty, get rid of e.l.f. I think it's just too dark of a color corrector for me. Cover FX I'll also get rid of just because it's old. This LYS, I don't remember what I think about it, so I'll hold on to it. I'll ditch the Kylie and keep the NARS. Okay, this other Kylie can go as well. I'm going to keep this Givenchy. I will get rid of this e.l.f. because it's super old. This Benefit can go as well. Charlotte can go because the shade matches are never any good for me. Kosas can go. I don't remember really liking it. Rose, I don't know if I've ever even used it. I'll hold on to this. Let's see. So long overdue. I'm like embarrassed. But anyways, I'll be keeping the Lancome. Wow. Throwback to this. That can go. Totally forgot about that. Oh my god. I love this foundation. But I'm going to get rid of both of these. And that e.l.f. can go. I'll keep the YSL. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Laura Mercier I think was too light. So that can go as well. Wet n Wild can go. IT Cosmetics. The shade is actually not bad. 33.5, so I'm going to keep it. Okay, this is what remains. All of these Maybelline Master Camos. Again, I did a campaign for these like 6 years ago, and these are the ones I use, and these are the ones I held on to. They are good. I don't even know if they make them anymore, but that will go. Same with this. Oi! Yikes. This Under Eye Primer. Definitely seen better days. I loved both of these concealers, but I think they're at the end of their ropes. The Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, I think it's one of the best concealers out there. A couple of palettes here, which I don't necessarily reach for a lot, but they are good for spot concealing. I'll probably get rid of this Master Camo one. Again, it's been around. The Liz Wattier is brand new, and I don't see myself really using this for contouring or anything, so I'll get rid of it. The MAC and the Makeup Forever I will keep. I'm running out of space over here in my get rid of bins. This is so great. What do we got here? Makeup by Mario. I didn't love this, but I will keep it. And I will keep this NARS Radiant. This can go. It was too light for me. Nude Sticks, if you follow me on Instagram, I definitely won't be keeping. If you saw my Instagram stories a little while back, I had a I don't know, interesting situation with someone who works for their company and the way that they spoke to me when I was online talking about how I think children should not be bombed. I didn't like the way they spoke to me, so you're done. No thanks. I love this Makeup Forever concealer, as I mentioned, but the shade is a little bit too light, so I'll get rid of it. This Laura Mercier I hold on to. It might be okay for spot concealing. I haven't tried it. Cheekbone Beauty is an indigenous brand, which is awesome. So I'm going to hold on to this. Great for spot concealing. And then this is the Tarte Radiant Shape Tape. So I'll keep that. Oh my god, I've been looking for sharpeners. There's two. Amazing. This I've had for a really long time. Ombre Elise. I used to use this on my under eyes just to kind of prime, but it's old. These ColourPop Pretty Freshes can go. They weren't a good shade for me. Same as this NYX Bear With Me, that can go, and this Glamouflage. Also gonna get rid of these Kind and Free from Rimmel. They were sent to me and they were just like too light. I definitely want to try this e.l.f. concealer. You're supposed to be able to use this, or sorry, corrector, to alter the shade of your foundations when they're too warm, which I definitely run into a lot, so I'm gonna keep that. I was never huge on these Benefit concealers, so these can go. As of right now, I think I've gotten rid of over half of my concealers, so I'm pretty impressed with myself. I'll hold on to this corrector, and this one from Ole Henriksen is a little deep, so that can go. This is a sponge, so there's no business being in here. I loved this concealer and I loved this foundation, but I bought it a long time ago, so that's gonna go. This other NYX is gonna go. This e.l.f. is gonna go. This I wanted to like, but it wasn't a good shade for me, so you're done. The Milk, I don't remember thinking much about. I don't really like this roller either, and I don't want to try it again. These are all gonna go. Bare Minerals, you're done. Makeup Forever, yeah, you're done. Remember this? Liquid Camouflage. Everybody loved this, but I could never find a shade. This was never my shade, so that can go. Same with this Charlotte Tilbury, not a great shade. What is this? I feel like this was like an under eye primer or something that they came out with. Doesn't even really say on the back, so that can go. This Too Faced concealer I really liked for spot concealing, but I'm gonna get rid of it. Same with this Catrice little stick, and this Quo can go. Interestingly, I have two of these Armani concealers, and they look like the one packaging is matte, one is shiny. I don't know if they just updated the Armani Luminous Silk, because they're the same shade, and they both say Luminous Silk Concealer. So I don't know what one is new, but I'll keep them. This is from Pure. I think they sent this to me kind of recently, so I'll hold on to this. Interesting, this has a button. Can't pull off the top, you press the button. Ooh, I like that. And last but not least, 3 pot concealers. This is a corrector actually from Charlotte, so I'll keep that. The NARS Soft Matte is an absolute classic, but I've had this forever, so I'm gonna get rid of it. It makes a great eyeshadow primer too. And the Glossier Stretch Concealer, I don't really have any thoughts on it. I don't think it was a great shade for me, so. Oh, and I just found this Marc Jacobs concealer, which I ironically used today for the first time in so long because I found it in the drawer, but it is old. So, unfortunately, Marc, that was your first and last use for a while. Here's your visual comparison. This is what's going. 90 concealers. I cannot believe it. I'm so embarrassed. And I am keeping a modest 43. So, pretty good. Here's the after, although it's not going to stay like this for long. I'm going to pack it all up shortly, but much more manageable. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little declutter. There is definitely more to come, and as always, anything that's unused, I'm going to donate. Used will go to friends, and yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, @SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!